Hi, my topic is biotechnology and energy production. Today, our dependence on fossil fuel is one of the main sources of greenhouse gas emission. So, it is very important to find a replacement for fossil fuels with more carbon neutral and renewable sources. Biotechnology approaches are considered by far the best method to address these challenges caused by fossil fuels. Some of the major contributions of biotechnology in the energy field include production of bioenergy and biofuel, production of biohydrogen, biotechnological applications in fossil fuel industry, and bioenergy from waste. Let's see each of the points in detail. First one is bioenergy and biofuel. Bioenergy describes any energy source based on biological matter. As biological matter such as plant and animal materials can be easily generated, bioenergy is counted as a renewable energy. A biofuel is a gas, liquid or solid fuel derived from microbial, plant or animal material. The term biofuel and bioenergy can be used interchangeably, but most commonly biofuel is used to describe liquid bioenergy fuels such as biodiesel and bioethanol. Gaseous biofuels include biogas. Next, classification of biofuels. The first classification is biofuels are broadly classified into two: primary biofuels, which are the unprocessed form of biomass. It includes fuel woods, wood chips, and pellets. The secondary biofuels are produced by processing biomass that include bioethanol, biodiesel, biogas, etc. Classification according to generations. First generation fuels. Biofuels. First generation biofuels are made from sugar, starch, vegetable oil, or animal fat using conventional technology. Since first generation biofuels are produced from edible parts, production of these fuels can affect food supply and agricultural patterns. The second generation biofuels are produced from non-food crops such as cellulosic biofuels and waste biomass that includes stacks of wheat and corn and wood. Third generation biofuels, they are produced from the oil extracted from algae. Third generation biofuels are supposed to be the most effective of all with a low cost of production and high yield. Next type of biofuels. First one is bioethanol. Fuels are manufactured in two methods. First one is by chemical reaction between ethylene and steam, and the second one is by the fermentation of sugar derived from crops containing starch such as corn, wheat, sugarcane, sorghum plants, etc. Currently, bioethanol is used as an additive in petrol, blended with petrol as an octane enhancer. The conversion of bioethanol results in cleaner emissions. Next, the disadvantages of bioethanol. The energy content of ethanol is much lower than that of petrol. Next disadvantage is we need a huge amount of cultivable land for large scale ethanol production. Next is biodiesel. Biodiesel can be produced from straight vegetable oil, animal fats or oils, tallow and waste cooking oils. The process used to convert these oils to biodiesel is called transesterification. The oil that is used to produce biodiesel are mainly extracted from rapeseed, palm or soybean. Biodiesel can be blended with the petroleum diesel in various proportions, or biodiesel can be used as a substitute for diesel. The basic routes to produce biodiesel are base catalyzed transesterification of oil, that is the most commonly used method. The second is direct acid catalyzed transesterification of the oil. The third is conversion of oil to its fatty acids and then to biodiesel. The main benefits of biodiesel are: biodiesel is described as carbon neutral. Carbon neutral means net carbon emission is zero. That is, the carbon oxides emitted during biodiesel combustion are actually absorbed from the atmosphere by the plants from which this biodiesel is produced. So, net emission becomes zero. This is theoretically true, but in practical situations, emissions during the cultivation of crops, its processing, and the transportation of biodiesel needs to be counted. So, in reality, biodiesel cannot be considered as carbon neutral. but yet they are far better than petroleum diesel. Next advantage is biodiesel is rapidly biodegradable and completely non-toxic. That is, the risk during the spillage is far less. Biodiesel has a higher flash point. Flash point is the minimum temperature required for a volatile fuel to ignite. So, higher the flash point, there is lower risk of explosions. Next are the demerits of biodiesel. Biodiesel fuel is more expensive than normal diesel, and it can harm the rubber hoses in some engines. In cold weather, pure biodiesel can thicken or form gel, which makes it difficult to use. Next topic is biogas. Biogas is a type of biofuel that is naturally produced from the decomposition of organic matter. Organic matter such as animal manure, food scraps, wastewater and sewage break down in anaerobic environment and produce a blend of gases primarily consisting methane and carbon dioxide. Due to the high content of methane in biogas, it is flammable and can be used as an energy source. Methanogens are the bacteria responsible for the production of methane in biogas digesters. This is a schematic representation of biogas plant. Next, advantages of biogas. Biogas technology helps in the effective management of organic waste. Next is the conversion of organic waste into biogas reduces production of greenhouse gas methane, as efficient combustion replaces methane with carbon dioxide. That is, when organic waste decomposes in an open atmosphere, the methane formed will be released directly to the atmosphere. But when converted to biogas, methane will be burned and only carbon dioxide will be released to the atmosphere. We know methane is a more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Next advantage is conversion of natural organic waste into biofertilizers. Next is the disadvantages of biogas. The first one is it is not economically viable to use biogas on large scale. It contains many impurities which are difficult to be controlled even after rounds of purification. We know biogas is a mixture of gases. Other than methane, it contains carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen sulfide, which are difficult to purify. Biohydrogen. Biohydrogen is the hydrogen produced biologically. It is mainly produced in two methods. First one is fermentative hydrogen production. Microbes belonging to the family Enterobacteriaceae and members of genera Clostridium, D. sulfovibrio and Helicobacter etc. can evolve hydrogen during degradation of organic matter under anaerobic conditions. Next one is photobiological hydrogen production. Photosynthetic bacteria, cyanobacteria and green algae act under the solar radiation to convert water, reduced sulfur compounds and organic compounds into hydrogen. Next is enzymes involved in hydrogen production. The first one is nitrogenase. Nitrogenase liberate hydrogen during the reaction and conversion of nitrogen to ammonia. This is the enzyme associated with the photohydrogen production. Next is hydrogenase. It catalyzes hydrogen consuming reactions. It is more efficient than nitrogenase. Its advantages are there is no harmful emissions, renewable and fuel emissions. That is more energy per unit of fuel. Its disadvantages include the seasonal availability of biomass and process limitations. It is expensive and difficult to store. Biotechnology in the fossil fuel industries. Microbial conversion of hydrocarbons to methane increases the amount of energy recovered from the oil deposits in geological locations that are considered technically or economically non-recoverable. Biomethanation can be used in depleted and uneconomical oil or coal deposits. Biotechnology can be used to upgrade petroleum by removing undesirable elements or compounds such as sulfur, nitrogen, metals, etc. These can make fuel more cleaner and reduce the emissions. Bioprocess can make oil refining easier and less expensive, and also reduce the production of air polluting gases during combustion. Biomass waste is produced from different sources. These waste can be converted into different forms of bioenergy. The different kinds of bioenergy produced include biogas, syngas, electricity, biodiesel, bioethanol, etc. Wood processing waste can be used as a feedstock for biofuels, And biodiesels can be produced from waste oil, which reduces the material cost of biodiesel production. This is a very simple chart showing the conversion of waste into different forms of energy. Disadvantages include potential health risk associated with energy production processes. Next is a relatively low level of energy efficiency of these processes, and it is expensive. That's all. Thank you.